Podcast, always joined by my co-host Cody.
Hello.
Alright, and today we have special guest of Paul Zavar, also known as our good buddy Paul.
What's up, bitches?
Alright, Paul, where can we find you at?
What do you mean? Are you talking like actually IRL or just here?
No, on social media and stuff.
I'm kidding.
Social
I'm not an
media
idiot.
game-wise.
I'm kidding. Jesus.
Where can we find you at?
You can. I mean, I don't really do anything other than I stream on Twitch every once in a while. Same handle, just instead of the A, it's a 4.
Alrighty then, and our second special guest of this episode is God's Gamer, also known as our good friend Parker. Parker, how you
really
been lately?
Change your handle.
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys?
Yeah, I just heard you got your tooth pulled recently.
Not pulled. I got a root canal done on my third molar
Brush your
on the
teeth,
top
boy.
right.
Brush your teeth better.
I
I
haven't
know, the
brushed my
temporary
teeth
crown
in
is
7
kicking
months,
my
but I
ass.
am fine.
Alright, boys. This episode's theme of the podcast is we're going to go over your two guys' high school experience.
Oh God.
Ooh, this is fun.
Alright. I know. Parker, since you're still in high school, why don't we
God.
start with you? How was freshman year like
Thank
for you?
you.
You're good.
Can
Well,
we start this though?
freshman year, going into it was really scary.
Yep.
Met a lot of friends that I have. Didn't really talk to me a whole lot.
That's how I am with everyone, dude. I have to get
I
to
know.
know you before I fucking open up.
I know.
Unlike my ex, who doesn't even need to know you before she opens up.
Oh, god damn it.
Anytime we're going to talk
I'll
about someone, so hold on. Let the game load in.
Yep.
Ah, crap, I forgot to change some of the settings.
Alright. Anyway,
Actually,
Nick, continue what you
yeah,
were
go ahead.
saying.
I have nowhere to go. So, anytime we talk about slander, we're gonna change that is one of the rules I have in state. Anytime we're gonna talk about slander or something like that, we're gonna change the name of the actual people. That way it's not
I wasn't gonna
I know. Yep.
Oh, I was lagging hardcore.
Oh yeah, me
It's
too.
okay. It doesn't matter what you guys are laughing about. It matters if I'm lagging.
How did I kill you?
I don't know. Anyway.
Kind of mysterious. I'll continue when we get to the lobby.
Yep. Alright.
Alright, we all back?
Go for it.
Anyway, yeah, I met you guys, got into a relationship that kind of worked at first, but then...
That's okay. We all have those.
Yeah. Yeah, as a first year in high school...
You're good.
I'm not gonna make it in this... I think of as I have.
And then there's me who just showed up one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody
Paul, we'll
was so
get to
mad at
that.
you, I remember.
We'll get to that.
Everybody.
So keep going, Parker.
Sorry.
Yeah, freshman year was... I met a lot of new friends. Moving on to sophomore year, went into band camp like normal, met a couple new friends. I might add, freshman year I was in the varsity show choir, and then sophomore year I was in both junior varsity and varsity show choir, which I had a lot of fun in both of them.
That's good.
Yeah. Not a whole lot exciting happened. Yeah, it's about the same as freshman year, nothing really exciting.
Well, we'll give it a second. Time for some solo commentary of just me. Because we're going to be loading in to the map Pine for a free-for-all match. Okay. We'll move on to Paul now. Paul, how was your freshman year?
My freshman year was really weird, actually. Like, it started out about as normal as a freshman year can, but then, well, especially for a guy like me, wasn't really very popular. No one really knew who I was.
You're on your own.
But then you make a couple few friends, and then everyone knows your name. It's weird.
Yeah, it was really weird that in our high school that a lot of people knew everyone's names, even though it wasn't really that big of a high school, or it's still big enough to have over 100 kids in the, I lost words. So Parker, not Parker, but Paul, when did it all start kind of falling apart for you?
Are you talking,
like, just...
how do you mean, oh, just in general?
Just in general.
That would be senior year, the very end of the career.
Alrighty then.
Everything was fine, everything was dandy up until that point.
Well, since
I was happy.
Your yeah, because high school was just kind of, for you, before senior year, was just kind of do whatever.
I was doing good, actually.
Yeah,
High school for me before senior year, I had a lot of fun.
Nice.
I was doing a whole lot of shit. I was part of a lot of clubs. I had become a mainstay in the French club, all this other stuff. I was in the gifted program. I had a lot of stuff going for me.
Nice.
And then my senior year, actually the first half of it was amazing. First half of senior year, I was the president of French club. So that's a funny story, actually. So, election day comes along for officers, right? And it was only one person who was running for president, right? And I'm like, I can't let them win in a landslide.
Yeah.
I just can't let them get it without any running opponents. So I'm like, you know what, Mrs. Deal, screw it, throw my name in there. I won in a landslide. Like, it wasn't even a contest. Like, there were probably 13 members in the club. It was 9-2. I voted for the other person.
Yep.
So that was how that went. And then I was the captain of the Scholar Bowl team.
Nice.
Which wasn't very hard to do because I was one of the 2 seniors left. And they always give that to a senior. But my senior year was actually pretty good up until the very end of it, whenever COVID decided to go ahead and hit.
That was fun for everybody.
Oh yeah, COVID made shit real fun real quick.
Yeah.
Because we got out for spring break. God damn it, Cody. We got out for spring break, and I was actually planning on doing the senior talent show, right?
Yep, I was.
I'm like, why not do it? You know, you only get one shot to have some fun in your life. Why not make it matter?
Yeah, just putting yourself out there.
Anyway, keep going.
Sorry.
Anyway.
So yeah, I did the senior play. Not senior play. I was gonna do the senior play, but we didn't get one.
We didn't. We were going to. It's just it was a really crappy idea. And no one really wanted to do it.
But Oh, no, they replaced the senior. Didn't they replace the senior play with the Gong Show or whatever?
Yep, that was the idea.
So they replaced that, but I was gonna do the senior show. I didn't have any talent, so I was gonna sing just to be a dick.
Are you talking about the male Hanson pageant?
Yeah.
Yes, it was the male Hanson.
Yep, that's right, because you
Male
were doing
Hanson,
it
right?
for
It
French
was
Club.
supposed
Yeah,
to
it
be
was male
right-
Hanson.
I was gonna represent French Club for male handsome. I was gonna go all the way too, man. I was gonna get like the red, white, and blue, but like went for the swimwear section. It was just gonna be a fucking French flag thong.
Oh my god.
Nice. I remember that you were asking Parker to borrow
I
his
was gonna
suit.
go all in. But then COVID hit right at spring break. And so we never got the chance to do that. But you know what? We had fun, and then COVID hit.
Yep.
COVID hit right as spring break was hitting, and we didn't know what was gonna go on. Well, all we knew was every week, at the end of the week, we would get a call from the high school and saying, "Hey, we're extending spring break by another week, so be ready to come back next week."
Yeah.
And then it all
And then
went
it
to shit,
never
and it's finally
happened.
like,
A month later, we got that final call saying, the rest of the school year has been canceled. We will not be returning to...
lag.
I go to shoot Parker, and then he's over here on the wall. But the rest of the school year never happened, and that is where things happened that destroyed my life.
Well,
Yeah.
Little bit right there.
let's put a pause on that and transfer over to Parker. Parker, how's everything before, after you for freshman year? Actually, let's go over the story of how you met us.
Well, I met you. You and him were on the bus just chatting about video games. And then we both just completely like forgot about each other until walked into choir camp my freshman year. And then I was like, wait a second, he looks familiar. And I walked up and said something to you and you're like, oh wait, yeah. And freshman year pro choir camp is at Cody, and we became friends, I would say relatively quickly, but not like super quickly.
Remember, guys, this isn't based off gameplay.
What? I know, I'm trying to think of things to say. But
Well,
yeah, I met
if-
you
Yep.
Cody,
Well,
a couple years apart.
If you have trouble, just say something, and we can segue into a different topic. I promise you, it's fine.
Yeah.
So,
I
Paul,
remember
how do you?
how I met Parker.
Yeah,
You're good.
that is
So, let's go.
that is the
Parker,
story of how I met you guys.
So,
I met
Paul, let's go
Parker.
over how you met us, and then we'll segue into how you guys met each other.
Okay, so wait, how I know you guys and then
Yeah.
Parker, or?
How did you get
Okay.
involved with our group in school?
Okay, I've actually known Cody since what was
It was actually when I first got here, like in 3rd grade. We had the same math class.
But, so I met Cody back in 3rd grade. I've known Cody 10 years now. Holy shit.
Actually, wouldn't that be
Wouldn't it?
My name was Doo-Doo.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah, it
11.
would.
So 11 years, I've known you.
Did anybody else have a delay in that? Anyway, back to the
Yeah, back
But,
to your story.
But, sorry, I'm a little high. Fuck. Alright, and then I met Nick, what was it? 7th grade? I think?
I think
it
we
was
met in
7th grade.
7th grade, but we weren't really all friends all that
We weren't
much.
really friends. We
Yeah.
weren't really friends until freshman year. And that's simply because they threw us in like four classes together. And we're like, screw it. Might as well. But and then I didn't really become good until junior year hit. I was but
So,
Hans gets a Luga.
what was your favorite thing about hanging out with the boys playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
honestly, it was just the fact that I finally had someone to talk to.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Because
Yeah,
up
my
until that
reason,
point, I had
honestly-
friends, but Cody, that was bullshit. It did not let me fucking pull the trigger.
You know what?
All the time
I figured out the other day.
standing there, it wouldn't let me pull the trigger.
You know what I figured out
Honestly,
the other day as well?
reason why I loved playing.
No, go ahead, Cody.
Do
What?
what?
Go ahead. Why did you enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Honestly, the reason I enjoyed it so much was that it was a different experience, and it allowed me to get away from everything that was going on at the house all the time. And honestly, it just let me get rid of stress.
Yeah. Because I know your household wasn't the greatest to grow up in, but we won't go into details about that. Anyway, I felt like as well, Paul, with whenever you started playing Yu-Gi-Oh with us, especially whenever I was teaching you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh back when we had the same advisory teacher, felt like you got fit more well into the group. Parker,
That was
you came in.
what was that? Was that freshman year?
I think that was sophomore year. That I taught you how to play that game.
No, because it was freshman year. Because we had Dodds.
Oh yeah, we had
1
Dodson,
year.
so it was freshman.
And then
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then she left to do another thing and got a different class. Freshman.
No, that's not what happened. Since they didn't have enough teachers for the new freshman class for their seminars, or their advisory teachers, they had to move students around from our grade to make up for that fact. Oh, did they? I think it was, actually, I was wrong. It was all grades.
Yeah, they had to shuffle everyone.
Yep, just to fit in the new freshmen.
But, yeah, that was... And then that's what spawned something that we all do today. We all do together. And I still have that thing in my truck.
Nice.
But...
Let's see here. Since high school, I am pretty much Parker's running out of ideas for I'll talk about in high school, and that's fine. Yeah, Parker, why don't you talk about band actually? And your band experience so far. Since I don't know if we talked about this, but you are currently still in high school.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
For the viewers, me, Cody, and Paul all graduated the same year. Parker is the only one. Parker is 2 years below us.
Okay, I'm gonna take a second to say
Yes.
I cannot imagine the pain that the Avatar is feeling. Shoot, double firing at 12 gauge, 1 ounce slugs in the span of half a second. And just, dear God, the pain. Have you ever fired slugs, like double tapped them? It hurts.
Anyway, Parker, how's band?
Band. I've been in band for. Marked my 7th year in band. Freshman. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade year was. It was fun, but as fun as high school because in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you don't get to know people with. You just know, hey, that person's in band, I'm in band, we have one thing. But when you get to high school, you get to, like, and become a group of kids playing instruments, you become more like a family in band, show choir. Except band's a lot more of, drama. I know show choir has plenty of drama, but band is like just straight up, hey, I hate your face. But show choir is like, oh hey, yeah, you're an okay person, and
I secretly hate your
back.
face.
yeah, they
Just like
secretly hate
whatever
you. We're in
happened
band.
senior year with all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Especially when Nathan decided to join our.
Oh god, I hate Nathan.
We'll get into that. we'll get into
my
that.
bad.
But yeah, in band.
Nah. This is not, well, I'm sure if we don't reveal last names, it'll be fine. And band.
Band, it's a lot more of like just straight up looks at the person and like, hey, I don't like you, and I'm not gonna pretend. But freshman year we had a King Kong, and
That was one of the dumbest shows.
Oh no! Did you guys ever hear the story? So you all know Ruth, right?
No.
Ruth Bader
mom.
Ginsburg? The Supreme Court
Anyway,
Justice?
Ruth Kimmel.
Yes, I know Ruth Kimmel.
Yeah, she went out to, so it was a very windy competition, and went out to try and hold one of the props down. Well, she is not a big lady, like Laura.
I
She is
remember
not
that, I was
built
there.
to hold anything down. And so this prop starts getting pushed across the field and by the wind, and Ruth is just hanging on there. She's going with the prop. And it was, we never saw it, or at least but Fox told us about it, and it was, we all laughed. Yeah, sophomore year, we had a Greek versus Athenian show. It was fun, but it could have been better than what we made it. And then this year we had a virtual reality show which made no sense whatsoever. Well, I'm not going to judge Fox on this show.
Then again, you guys were screwed this year with COVID, so.
Not really. We had a normal competition season, basically.
Yeah, Surefire didn't have. Band had a better competition season because on a field, since they do it on a football field, you can stand the 6 feet apart. As in show choir, you can't because you're on a stage.
Show choir, you can't really space out on a stage, especially if you have like 50 people in there.
That's another thing I mean, on the one hand, I'm gonna say this later, actually, screw it. I'm gonna say that later.
But yeah, and then next year, the show is like... Yep. I've listened to the entire show because Fox... Cool. And it sounds really cool, but I don't see how the music fits with the idea, but I'll figure that out next year.
Alright, guys.
So I guess we'll see what happens.
Well, let's get off the topic for then high school for a bit. What got you guys into video games? What was the first video game experience that you guys really had?
Oh, the first video game experience I ever had. Oh, go ahead.
No, we can start with you, Parker.
Sorry.
Or do you want to think about it real quick?
Oh, you start off.
Okay, my very first experience that I can remember. Do you guys remember what VTech was? Like that really shitty learning company for kids?
I think so.
I've heard of it, but I never saw it.
VTech. That was my very first video game, was a VTech. And it was like...
Remember those?
And then immediately after that, I went to Halo.
A bit of a difference there.
Like,
So,
there,
your
what-
first actual game experience was Halo.
Halo and Star Wars Battlefront 1 from 2003.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best games ever created, other than Star Wars Battlefront 2005. Because let's be honest, the early 2000s were the pinnacle of those kind of games. Like, the newer stuff doesn't even hold a candle.
That is
Okay,
fair.
well,
That is fair.
And
I
then,
will agree with that statement.
How did you get into more of the first-person shooters? Because, was it through Halo?
I was gonna say, do you know what Halo is?
Well, yeah, I know. Was it, like... How did you get more into Call of Duty?
My very first two games after Vita were Halo, a first-person shooter, and Star Wars Battlefront, a first/third-person shooter.
Well, I know. I was talking more of, how did you get more into Call of Duty?
That was actually through my dad, because my dad, at the time, he had the old 360, you know, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Yep.
And every once in a while, he'd let me play.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually pretty good at it for being 7 years old. No, sorry.
What would your top 5 games be at this very moment in time?
At this moment, my top 5. That is a very difficult question.
You know it's a
but I
good
can tell you what
question when
goes
they
on the
say it's a
very
good
fucking
question.
bottom of that list.
What's on the bottom?
Siege.
It's one of my
Fuck
tops.
Siege.
Oh.
Fuck Siege. Fuck Siege.
Anyway, what are your top
I
5?
hate it. Probably in no particular order because I can't pick my top game ever. Did you just fucking laser beam me, you little shit? Sorry. Yes, that's a game.
That is Siege.
So it would be Star Wars.
That is the description of Siege.
That is Siege.
Did you just
that would
fucking...
be-
No, it's did you just fucking laser beam me and how is that not a headshot?
How is that not a headshot?
Pretty
The
much.
amount of times I've actually heard Paul say that. I've actually heard Paul say that a couple of times.
Said that because there are so many things. Because you know I'm an accurate
Especially
shooter.
like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're very accurate in games.
Siege's recoil is
One time I
definitely
remember
something
me and
different.
you were... It was me and you versus Nick playing on Alice, I think it was, and you hit Nick head on, like headshot and everything, like you hit him,
Nope.
spectating you. And he didn't take any damage. I was like,
Yep.
what? And you're like, how did you not die? How was that not a headshot? And me and Nick busted up laughing. And
But probably top 5 would be Battlefront 2 from 2005. Halo 3.
Not ODST.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. ODST was good, but it wasn't my favorite.
That's fair. So,
I really liked ODM.
okay, Modern Warfare 2 after that.
I like just because of the jazz and the rain vibes. Dude, I used to go to sleep to that shit for years. Like, I put that on, and it would be soothing. But, Halo 3.
you're claiming. Stuck.
How did a point-blank slug not kill you?
I don't know. I was basically shooting through you at that point.
But, so, Halo 3, Battlefront 2, definitely Modern Warfare 2.
there goes Parker.
Because that game changed what people thought of the genre, you know? And there was a lot of controversy around Modern Warfare 2, simply because of the no Russian mission, because
Well, yeah.
at that point in time, we had a lot of mass shootings take place. Then we had 9/11 a couple years back before it got released. It was a controversial thing, but it also showed that the developers weren't afraid to try something new, even if they knew it might offend someone. Exactly, it means that they are willing to try stuff. Holy sh!
We have victory.
Oh,
Thanks to
I'll take
you.
it. All right. But
Parker got kicked, so that's what happened. Anyway, that's all right.
But and then after that probably would be, let's see, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 1.
I remember that game. I think I first played that game on the PS3.
With my.
That was a difficult game.
Yep, it was difficult. Don't get me wrong. Plus, trying to do that on Sith Lord difficulty. Oh God, I wanted to die. But dude, there are so many memories I have of that game. Me and my family just sitting in the living room. Every time we died, we would pass the controller to one of the other people, see if they could get it better. I have so many memories of that game, and it was just so much fun. And then, one of my last favorite game would be. Honestly, probably it would be. Now you're probably gonna judge the hell out of me for this, but one of my all-time favorite games,
Honey Pop 1 and 2,
was actually one of the Skylanders games.
Skylanders?
Is amazing. I'm not going to judge you on that one.
I enjoyed Skylanders.
Giants.
How I got my first experience with Skylanders was I went to Corbin's house and played it there with him.
My very first experience with Skylanders was right whenever Giants came out. I'm like, Mom, I gotta get this game. Because everyone else that I knew as a kid had Spyro's Adventure, right? And I'm like, I gotta get this because I missed the first one. I saw it.
Oh, wait.
I missed the first one, so I gotta get the second, you know? And so I got it. I got probably $200 worth of Skylanders because those little shits were expensive for what they were.
They really were.
Dude, Skylanders.
They were $20 for one of the normal ones.
I genuinely enjoyed them.
And then every single one of them that I had, I maxed out because I would play the game over and over and over, just trying to get better, trying to get faster, trying to get completionist. I played that game so much. Like, do you remember the challenges, or the arena challenges you could do back in that game?
Oh yeah.
The one-hit challenge. I used to be able to speed run that on master difficulty.
Hey Cody.
I played the game that much.
You know that slave that's in your pocket? I hear him pretty muffled. I can hear him.
I'm pretty muffled.
No, your slave is pretty muffled. You should quiet him back down.
Your booty slave is very muffled.
Okay.
I'm sorry, he's not your slave. He's in your he's your indentured servant.
Right, we gotta be politically correct.
I ain't doing shit for him.
Anyways, that's how you got into gaming, Paul?
Yeah, it was because I got into it because my parents thought that it would be a good way for me to start learning stuff. And it was. I actually learned quick.
Here's another good question for you guys.
Surprisingly enough,
so
what got me into
name
gaming
your
was
best, like,
Grandma's,
tell your best experiences with the people you spent, like, on this podcast right now.
ex-husband.
So I'll
got
start.
an Xbox 360.
Hold on, Cody,
Parker,
pause.
hold on.
Pause.
Go
Parker's
ahead,
talking, Cody.
Oh
yeah,
muted
I'm sorry, Cody.
for me, so I can't hear.
Okay.
Why is he muted for you?
Because he joined back in. Anyway, well, yeah. Cody, why don't you hold up on your question? Parker, what was yours?
Anyway, my grandma's ex-husband got an Xbox 360. This is before I got my PlayStation 2. And he had Dead Space, Resident Evil 4.
Please tell me,
5.
4.
and
You gotta
he
start out
eventually
with one
got
of the weird
6.
ones. No,
Yeah,
you
he
got,
eventually
if
got
you're gonna get into
6.
Resident Evil, you gotta start out with one of the weird ones, like Revelations, Operation Raccoon City. You gotta start with the weird one. That way you can enjoy the good ones.
I enjoyed Raccoon City, Operation Raccoon City.
Dude, I still own
Anyway.
Operation Raccoon City on disc to this day.
I actually started out in playing Dead Space. Like, got to the point where I could speed run the first Dead Space game, and with no damage taken.
Hot damn.
Which, if you know Dead Space, that's pretty damn impressive.
It is. I'll admit, that's impressive as fuck.
And then what got me into
Good
first-person shooters was I actually got Modern Warfare 2, and I absolutely loved the game. So I looked into World at War, Modern Warfare 1, 3, and
That makes the. What was
I played every Call of Duty game since.
What was your first Call of Duty online experience?
Ooh, my first Call of Duty online experience had to be an old, like, Black Ops 2 lobby full of, like...
I think mine was also a Black Ops 2 lobby. Cody, what was yours?
Yeah.
Mine?
Your first Call of Duty online.
Back when they first introduced Xbox Gold, the only thing I played for COD was zombies. So I did an online World at War zombies in Nocturne and Toten. Probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
look at in the attic.
Mainly
And then
because
you just
Nocturne
hear
and Toten
the,
is such a tiny ass map.
But yeah, my first online experience is one of those old Black Ops 2 lobbies full, like a mix of, like, 12-year-olds that think they're hot.
Yep.
Like 30-year-olds that are playing because their wives are in bed and won't.
Sorry if I'm coughing.
Oh, you're good.
Like I said, I'm smoking on it.
But, yeah. And then, but yeah, when I got my PlayStation 2, I played, like, the, I can't remember what it's called exactly, but that old G.I. Joe game. I had Battlefront 2.
Rise of Cobra?
I had, not Rise of Cobra, I think it was...
Are you sure it wasn't
Battlefront
Rise of
2.
Cobra? Because Rise of Cobra is the only G.I. Joe game I know of.
I can't remember. It might have been. I had that really cheesy Ghost Rider game. I had the Marvel.
Okay, if we're talking about cheesy like Marvel type games, Marvel Alliance 2 was shit.
Ultimate Alliance 2.
Ultimate Alliance 2,
my
dude.
God.
Oh my
Ultimate
god.
Alliance 2. That was them trying to jump
yeah.
on the Mortal Kombat bandwagon and failing miserably.
Mortal Kombat. I had Armageddon. I had the Armageddon and the other two ones before they moved on to PS3.
The
But
best
those
Mortal
three were
Kombat
really
game
fun.
to me was probably Shaolin Monks because you could actually move around in that game, and the weapons that were in the game
Yes.
were annoying as hell.
I mean, you could move around in Armageddon's story, but I didn't enjoy Armageddon.
Hey Paul, what? I want to know if you know, what ammo does a Luger shoot? Like what caliber?
That depends, actually.
Because what I've seen,
Which
or
year
I've
are
heard,
we talking?
let's talk about a Luger P08.
P08?
Because what I've seen, it's 9mm.
Seems like it would be.
And I've also seen
It
that it
is a
shoots 7.62.
It is a 9mm
That's what I thought.
bullet.
It's a specific. What now? The question is, what is the specific? Because there are multiple different kinds of 9mm.
There's also
I think it
different years
was
as well you have to take into
9mm.
consideration.
It was a 9x19mm.
Correct. It is 9x19.
Yep. Good job.
Did you just hear the shot of a 9mm in your house?
Okay,
Let's get Saluga.
9mm is not actually that loud.
Okay.
When compared to 45 or a higher grade caliber.
Nah, dude, that's when you
Okay,
grab
so
a 50
question.
cal.
50
So,
BMG
back
is not
to-
fun.
Let's see. Back to my question. So, what was your
Yeah.
guys's like best experience with person in this lobby? So, I'm gonna start off just to get me out of the way.
Fair enough.
So for Nick, I think probably the best experience I've had with him was we were downstairs at his old house, and we were playing Left 4 Dead. And this juggernaut just shows up on the bridge, and he's like, no, 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 hits him off the bridge, and he goes into this little girl high-pitched voice that I didn't think he could go into.
I freaking screamed so loud.
And and next person, Paul. Yo, we were at Walton Park getting ready for the.
Oh my god, yes.
Getting ready for the classic.
Oh.
And you and whoever else was there had locked me out of the truck.
I think
It was
Luke.
me. It was me and Paul.
Wait, what
it
the
was
fuck?
me
Wasn't
and you,
you?
Paul.
Fuck.
Yes, because remember
And-
Cody. Yeah, because he rode on the side of the truck.
I could not. You would not let me into the truck, so I hung on to the side. And the only thing
Wasn't this
Reg-
like January?
it was in January.
Just for
and I didn't have a
context.
jacket
Just for
on.
context, the slide there had ice in the bottom of it, and this dumbass decided to go down the slide, and ice was like it hit his balls, his ass, everything. So he was freezing cold.
Yeah,
And
the
that's
entire
why I
time, dude.
refused to let him in the truck, because his ass was wet and I didn't want my seats getting wet.
Cody just
Everything was
grabbed
just
onto
so
the side
fucking
and
cold.
I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. You guys keep going.
My balls were just fucking
Drove all
frozen.
the
I
way to
remember.
the
And for,
Hold on. I gotta see if I still have this shit.
oh, the video?
I gotta see if I still have this.
that was hilarious.
While you try to find it, and for Parker, honestly, probably best experience I've had. Let's see here. Okay, we were in choir in the changing room, and I didn't know where the hell I was going because I was lost, and Parker did, so he just fucking ran out the door. So I was trying to catch up to him, and I'm thinking in my head, how can I? Like, I was pissed, so I was gonna be rude. And I was thinking in my head, how can somebody this fucking fat run that fast? So I was trying to catch up to him, and I couldn't. And it just kept going and going and going, and I finally caught up to him. He turned around, looked at me, and he goes, bitch! And then just sits down in a random ass seat, and I lose him. I'm like, how in the fuck? How can I not find you? Alright, so who's next?
I'm trying to find the video.
I'll go last
Okay,
since
Parker, you go.
I'm hosting.
Parker, what were your best experiences?
Well, yeah, Parker. Alright, Parker's dead, so, Paul, you're up.
Found it!
I'm literally talking.
We have not heard you.
I haven't heard you until just now, but...
Yeah.
What the actual?
Hey, turn that down. Paul, turn that down.
My mic isn't picking me.
Paul. Oh, that's your YouTube video. No, that's your video on your phone. Never mind. Of the time.
Okay. Okay, so for Nick, I have two that I can't decide between. First one,
Paul, turn that down a little bit.
the first one, me and him were playing Modern Warfare, playing gunfights. We were having a really bad night. So we get to the final one before we go to bed, and it was 0. We were at 0, and the other team was at 5. You have to get 6. 0 and 5, and we pull it back and win. Pull it back and win. We just like, I think we had like what 5-second matches each time because we just wiped. We finally got to the point where like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna sweat, and we wiped them. And then
We wiped
My
the
second one-
floor with them. You're right, Parker. You cut out there. You're good though.
Yeah, I just said wipe them.
No.
The second one was me, Nick, and Cody were both there, but this isn't my best experience. The second one, I think it was last year, and we had just gotten done with Fusion, and we had been told when we were done with Fusion, we had to hurry up and get changed for sound. So me, you, Cody, and Bruce just, as soon as we were done, sprinted all the way to the changing room, got fast as we could, got to the practice room, and they're like, oh no, we have like a 30-minute break, and we were so pissed.
Yep, I remember that.
We just sprinted here. With Paul, ooh. Oh. I can't decide. I don't know.
No, that kind of scares me.
Yeah, I know. I think it had to be the day sophomore year where I had just gotten my deck, my Dark Magician deck, to where it is now without a couple of cards, and Joe, a freshman at the time, was talking mad shit. He's like, oh, I bet I could beat both of you with my Destiny Hero deck. Me and Paul were like, all right, 2v1. He's like, all right, let's do this. Me and Paul absolutely wrecked.
Poor Joe.
And then Cody... Cody had to be... I can't remember what night it was. It was just a couple months ago. But after work, we just went to the park and hung out for a bit and geeked out over anime and shit like that. And I can't remember what we said, but we sat in my car for like 15 minutes dying of laughter, not able to breathe.
Yeah, and then you farted and made me throw up.
Hey Cody.
What?
Remember the little nitro?
Oh, God.
Alright.
Oh, dude, my stomach's got destroyed.
Paul, what was yours?
Paul...
Oh god, this is gonna be hard. I don't know who all watches these, so I don't know what all I should say. Cause I can think of quite a few things to say. I still remember the night, very first time I ever got high was with Nick. And this fucker didn't get high. He had the exact same amount of shit that I did. He was fucking stone-faced fine.
What?
This little shit did not get high. He did not get drunk. You could not phase this bitch. Here I was. So we had both taken it. It was an edible high, right? So we both ate it. We both, we were out getting food because we knew it was gonna hit at least one of us hard. So we were out getting food. We went to Domino's. We got a large pizza, 32-piece porn bite, all the fixings, right? Then we went over and we were like, dude, I just remembered, Burger King's got their 10-piece nuggets for 99 cents right now. Because, you know, we were, what was this, sophomore, junior year, Nick?
I think it was our junior year.
So we were, you know, junior year high school kids. We had a really tight wallet and didn't want to spend much money at all. And so, as we get to Burger King, as we're ordering, mine starts kicking in. I still remember all this. I remember most of the stuff that night. I was starting to laugh, giggle. I grabbed one of the Burger King kid crowns and was like, Nick, look, you're a king. You're a real boy now.
Guys, all I have to say is, masturbation is a kind of touchy subject. but oral sex is a matter of taste.
Anal's just a shit show, though.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Alright,
Dylan.
next person, Paul.
I wasn't done.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That night, I ate half of a large pizza, an entire 32-piece parm bite, minus like 6 that Nick managed to snag from me while we were driving, and 32 chicken nuggets.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
And I was still hungry.
You know what I just read?
This.
Talking about
What's
how if brains are just human computers, how come we never have lag? And I just read a
we
comment
lag all the damn time.
of a guy who was like, there was one moment I was driving home from school, and I had a mid-panic attack that I forgot my car at school.
Yeah, have you ever thought, like, whenever you're on a phone call and you're like, shit, where's my phone?
I've had those moments.
I did that yesterday.
Or, you know, for me, the only guy in this fucking group that needs glasses,
Shit, where are my
I've had
glasses?
that moment of, fuck, where's my glasses when they're on my fucking nose?
I
I
actually
can't
think
see
I had
without
a
my
moment like that
glasses.
with Nick, and we were both really stupid. I was on the phone with, I think it was Cody. We were trying to get him to come hang out with us because we were at, I can't remember, but I
Great
called
story.
him, and I was sitting there and I started feeling around me, and I'm like, Nick, do you know where my phone is? And Nick's like, oh, and he started looking with me, and he looks up and sees it in my hands. He's like, dude. He's like, it's in your hands, and I'm like, oh.
Alright, Paul, next person. Who you got?
Alright, the next person is gonna be you, Cody, actually.
Oh. Dude, I swear to God, if you tell the little Nitro story, that's gonna be...
No. It's both you and Rowdy, a guy who's not here.
The guy who is indentured servitude in the background.
Yes.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
it involves
indentured
all of us, because it was
servitude.
Cody's birthday party last year.
No!
Yeah,
Oh,
it was Cody's birthday party last year. This is a story that encompasses all of us right now.
I don't think I was there for
So,
the last birthday
yes,
party.
you were. I remember because I remember driving your car, and I'm like, Nick. I remember calling you,
Yep.
and you're like, Nick, it's clicking. Why is it clicking?
And I'm like, the parking brake
Check
Take
doesn't
the
work.
parking
Check
brake
parking
off.
brake. And Paul's like, there's a parking brake?
There's a parking brake?
Yes.
My truck doesn't have one.
And I'm like,
I never use it.
I was like, I think it's this, Paul, and you're like, oh.
And then I do it and it just magically disappears. It's like, fuck. But that's not the story. No. So it was Cody's birthday party. Cody, all of us. Didn't all of us pile in the car at that point?
Yeah. and I
the
think
Walmart
Dom was
run,
with it, too.
We all did.
And Dom was there too. Hell, oh man. We all piled. This was before COVID, of course, because this was at 12:45 in the morning. We all
Yes.
piled into Nick's car and went to Walmart with $22.84
Oh, I
to get
remember that. Made us
whatever, to get as much food as we could, because we were all starving.
Made our fucked up little family of Nick's the
Yep.
mom, you're the dad, Cody's the stepsister, Rowdy's the dog.
Yep, I remember this.
We were walking around
And-
Walmart, it's like, alright, what's the cheapest things we can get?
And then I remember having to
And we
put
ended
back
up-
an apple pie, and I was so sad because it was a $2 apple pie.
We ended up getting, like, we didn't even get a whole lot because we were like, ooh, brand name things.
No,
This sounds
we didn't
good.
go brand name. We went best choice and great value, dude. We were going cheap.
Oh, yeah.
I remember getting
thinking of-
the Stack Attacks.
Oh
Attack
my
chips.
God.
The 3-liter bottles of soda from Great Value.
Yeah.
Like the fruit punch. We got some ice cream. We got a couple cakes.
Yeah.
Those 50-cent pies, the little mini ones.
50 fucking cookies. And then
That was me!
Got a thing of 12 sodas that had a spider in it.
Yep, I remember that. There was a spider
Oh,
in the
yeah,
sodas.
And the entire way home, you and I were just talking in Russian and Celtic voices just the entire time.
Yep.
Very poorly.
Yeah, excuse me.
Voices.
And then I remember.
Brady was just sitting in the back like, what the fuck?
Alright, hold
I
on.
don't think this was your birthday party, Cody.
Give it a second.
No, it wasn't.
I am.
It wasn't the birthday party.
No, this is part of the story.
And most of us stayed the night.
Okay. Where do they enter?
Paul.
Okay.
Do you,
All sensual
Cody? Do
foot
you remember
rubs.
the sensual foot rub?
Yes.
I wasn't there for that, but it's still a funny story.
Oh my god! The
Ryder's
sensual
like, here
foot
we
rub
go.
Story.
Gun game.
He goes, there
Goes
it
with each
goes.
weapon to win.
Like it was gonna come up sometime tonight.
He was waiting for it.
He was ready for it.
I mean, I won't tell the story, but I mean, that's all you need to know is sensual foot rub.
Ryder's
Someone's
still
worth
scared of
leaving
your...
it at that.
I'm pretty sure... Paul, I'm pretty sure the sight of your feet still gives you... Alright, Paul, is that...
What was your story with
My story
Parker?
with Parker definitely has to be when we went to the show choir competition. In the one with the hotel room.
That would be St. Louis.
That was St. Louis, yeah.
The St. Louis. That was St. Louis?
It was?
Yeah, it was Troy.
God damn, that was St. Louis.
Alright, let's hear this story, Paul. So much happened that night.
There were a
Yeah,
few
like the
stories I
five-man
could tell.
spoon.
The five-man spoon.
All watching hentai
And I'll
together.
openly admit this, me going into the bathroom, rubbing one out, and then everyone betting that I wouldn't rub my dick against Cody.
You were still hard when you came out. We're all like, alright, we're all gonna put like $5 in the... Hey, right.
They bet me like,
Cody, you get
they
all
bet
of
me
it.
$30 I would not do it.
Yeah, I was not a part of
And
this.
you never ended up doing it.
Because he wouldn't let me. Like,
We
he
never
stopped me, he's
stopped
like,
you.
wait, nope. Cody stopped me,
Cody,
is what I'm saying.
Cody saw your foot around the corner and he was like,
And then,
he knew you were up to something.
and then,
Anyway,
was it either Nick or Parker who was watching hentai? That was me.
it was all of us. Nick pulled it up on his
What?
phone and we were all, or no, Cody pulled
No,
it up.
I
Cody
pulled it up on
it
my
and
phone.
we were all
This?
laying watching.
Can I just get off the pistol, please, Nick?
Yeah, you can get off the pistol.
Can I get off
I'm
the
above you.
second weapon?
No.
No.
Anyway,
And now
what
why
is
did
what is
I
the
dick
actual
off?
story?
Oh, Cody, just come here.
Everything that happened during that was amazing. Us going to
It
the
was
Chinese buffet
great.
What?
and you refusing to eat shit.
Okay, wait until...
I didn't go to the Chinese buffet. I went to Subway. Or I went to Subway, Wendy's, and the gas station.
Badass.
Like I had already eaten Subway, and I was like, you know what? I had
Fucking
already
finally.
eaten Subway, and then my girlfriend at the time got there. Like, oh, I want to go to Wendy's.
Keep fighting, we've got this.
So I did, and I ended up eating not an entire other meal. I think I got like a. And then me buying Subway sandwiches for Pepsi. I think Nick got one too.
Yeah, I got a Subway sandwich.
There's just so much fun stuff that's happened over the years.
The St. Louis trip could be
Alright,
an entire
Nick.
story by itself.
Oh yeah, the St. Louis
Oh, yeah, the
story
St.
easily
Louis
is
trip.
an entire episode.
I still remember we were all in the pool, and Luke and Brian challenged me.
I remember the
me
chicken
golf,
fights.
but,
Dude,
chicken
I
fights, that's what it
wrecked
was.
that
And-
kid.
Brian and Luke were like, "All right, we got this." So Cody gets on my shoulders. Like, all right, let's go. I take one step forward. Cody, with all his might, pulls
done.
back
One
and
more to
shoves
go.
as hard as he can. And Brian just goes flying off Luke's shoulders, and Luke falls back into the water, and he looks so, like, shocked that that just happened.
And everybody in the pool.
Everybody
I don't
in
even
the
know
pool
what
was
this
like,
gun
"You got
is.
this."
Oh. That's what this gun is.
I forgot my reach sensitivity got reset. Oh, I'm trying to go for a 360 for the last one.
Fuck. Anyway, Nick, what's our, Nick, it's your turn, actually. What is your favorite moment?
That's a hard one. Paul, you got a 360 for the last one.
Fuck off! I'm lagging.
Pays to win.
Let's see. I guess I'll go in opposite order. So I'll start with Parker first. Let's see. Oh, I would say one of our best moments was whenever I was a shift lead at Domino's, and it was your first day on the job, and you were going through all your videos. I mean, you were just chilling in the office, and then our manager's boss came in, and I'm just like, dude, put your feet down now. Get that mask on your face.
I remember that. Justin walks in and you're like, dude, now.
Fucking go.
And then I introduce myself to Justin and he's like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, with Paul...
I'm disturbed.
It's okay.
No, I'm sorry. I got on Facebook just now just to check something real quick, and one of my shitposting groups. I'm very, very fucking disturbed right now.
Why's that?
I'm gonna copy the text and send it to the podcast chat.
Okay.
And send
the
the
podcast
image
chat?
that's attached.
There's a podcast chat?
Yeah, for us three.
Nice.
First thing I see when I log into Facebook is that.
Anyway, oh jeez. Anyway, Paul will be joining us for the podcasts. He will be one of the other official members. Let's see. We'll try to bring on one new person a week, and we'll definitely have Parker back another time to talk about the St. Louis trip. So, let's see, good moment with Paul. Probably going
Make
to
it good.
IHOP with our old boss
The
Matt
night you
and
got
playing.
pulled over.
Yep, and playing Cards Against
Oh, wait,
Humanity.
I wasn't there.
I got pulled over.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Because I was in a speed trap.
I still remember Moon.
Didn't give me a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't get a ticket.
Only because you didn't live there.
I know. I didn't live there, so I didn't get my ticket. What, Cody?
What?
I said, in my story, I was saying how I didn't get a ticket.
Oh, yeah.
Cody, I mean, Nick.
Yeah.
Remember how I mooned Gavin on the highway?
Yep, I remember that.
One in the chamber.
You guys bet me I wouldn't.
Got one shot. Make it count. Kills give more ammo.
It was a really good. It was a really good trip to IHOP.
Dude, those pancakes. I still remember those pancakes. Dolce de leche. Shit.
Anyway, I have too many with Cody.
Ow.
Oh, Cody, what's a good one between us?
Probably when we all fought for Rocky at the lake.
Yep. So with this story is, when we went camping, because Cody went camping with my family, we had found a rock underwater, and we were standing on it, all this other fun stuff, and carrying it around, trying to fight over who was getting to hold him, and stuff like that. Yep. And we named it Rocky. So we were just wrestling each other in the water, just trying to see who could hold the rock. And I remember that it was with Cody, me, and
You dick! You stole
my brother
assassination.
and my nephew.
Yeah, fuck you, Paul.
Nah, you're not my type.
He's got you there.
You're not either.
Plus, I think your girlfriend would be pretty pissed.
No, she wouldn't.
Yeah, well, as long as we're wearing socks, we're fine.
I'll lag and knife him.
Why are you playing Ring Around the Rosie?
Because I didn't want to take the time to read
I don't
it.
know.
Anyway, continue, Nick.
I don't remember where I was at. Anyway, we'll move on
Rocky.
to... Oh yeah, well, I was pretty much done with that segment anyway.
Alright, what is the next topic that we're going to talk
Shit.
about?
Let's see here. I don't rightfully know. Cody, can you think of a topic?
Let's talk about embarrassing stories that happened at my house.
Central Footprints!
Yeah, you guys can talk about Central Fort.
So, go ahead and talk about Central Fort.
Rowdy
Mine's
is
not
the
as
racing stripe shit.
funny.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's also pretty good.
Okay, so I remember the first time I stayed the night at Cody's house. I was just laying. He was doing something like, you all remember when he had his bunk bed, right?
Yeah.
I was laying on the bottom one and fuck off. I was laying on the bottom one and
I was gonna assassinate him, Paul.
Yes, we're stealing my assassination earlier.
Anyway, I was laying on the bottom one with my legs hanging over like the thing that he had. And we were talking, and I think it was me, him, and Rowdy, and we were just laughing, having a good time. And then I looked over, and Rowdy had just popped his head between the crack, down looking at the bottom bunk. He's like, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's creepy." We just died laughing.
Why don't we talk about
there are
Rowdy
moments that-
spray painting the toilet? Cody, I'll let you explain the story. This is a good
Please tell the racing stripe
funny story.
Okay, so my mom had bought a 6-cheese lasagna from Woods, and it was a great value one. And we get done eating, Ratty and I get done eating, and we sit in my room for like 2 minutes, and then Ratty goes, "Oh man, that shit just passes through you." And he stands up and he's holding his stomach and he just runs to the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling anything yet. 2 seconds after I said that, I'm like, oh shit. So I stand up and I go to the bathroom, right where he, like, and I knock on the door and he's like, "It's gonna be a minute." So he comes out and he's like, "Hold on, I'm not done." Whips around and runs back into the bathroom. And he finally gets out. So I go in and I'm like, what the fuck is this? As I'm looking at my toilet, there is a straight line from the back of the toilet seat in the toilet to the front of the toilet seat, a straight line of shit. And I'm just like, what? I mean, I cleaned it off and I looked at Rowdy and I was like, "Teach me your ways." There's another embarrassing story that I've got for myself that had happened. So it was me, Rowdy, and Parker, and I had a mop or a broom in my room. So I was trying to go to bed. Parker and Rowdy were awake, and I was laying down, and I was confused because Parker's flashlight is blue on his phone, and he kept shining it. And I was like, "How in the hell is your
Yes, Parker, we
flashlight blue?"
traded.
And he goes, "Don't question
Yeah, I've done it with
that."
Cody too.
And he looks at me, and Parker picks up the broom, and he just starts trailing it up and down my leg, like really slowly. And I'm like, don't. And he just goes straight towards my butt. I'm like, bro, no. And then he just keeps doing it. And eventually I just yell. I'm like, no. I mean, it's not that funny, but it was really awkward for me.
Or, you know, Rowdy and his shine my flashlight on him, and all you see is like his silhouette. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, Cody, I think Rowdy might rape you, and you're like, you better fucking not. And Rowdy's just sitting in his chair looking at you for probably half an hour before you fall asleep. And sitting there staring at you, not saying anything. Playing that you're like, and you look over at me and you're like, I'm really uncomfortable right now, and I'm like, I pull up my camera and I'm like, don't worry, if anything happens, I'll record it for you.
Oh my god. So, another good one is when Paul first spent the night at my house, like by himself. He was on the top of the bunk bed, and we had just got done playing like Call of Duty or something. And he goes, Cody? I'm like, what? He goes, I have to shit really badly. And I'm like, no.
I remember this.
And he just stands up, turns, like, he gets on his hands and knees, turns around, and all I hear is, I'm like, what was that? And he goes, I farted. I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound like a fart. It sounds like a tiny human just died.
Smelled like it too.
So, fucking 10 minutes later, I'm sweating my ass off because it's getting really hot in my room. And I'm like, Paul, what are you doing? He goes, I just farted again. And I'm like, again? How many times have you farted? And he goes, about 6 now? Okay. And I'm like, Paul, what the hell? And then I go up to the thermostat, and it's fucking 90 degrees in the house. All because Paul was farting, and literally increasing the temperature in my room by like 30% each fart. It was so bad.
I can't breathe.
This is what peak performance looks like.
It was terrible.
I'm crying. I'm not even kidding.
Ow. I can think of so many more.
There's so many funny stories. Just at Cody's house alone, we have so many funny stories. For some reason, when we're at Cody's house, we turn into absolute, like, we lose all of our brain cells.
Pretty much. It's like an instant marijuana field.
Yeah, like
Nick
you
is the
walk into
only
his
calm
house.
person in my house.
Because I'm not doing dumb
I've
shit
tried.
24/7.
I've tried.
Didn't work.
No. It worked for about an
I
hour.
mean, yeah, until you farted and shit yourself. Dude, I shit you not.
I wasn't winning that.
The temperature in my room was literally 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
It went from 60 to 90 in about half an hour. Because it was a cool night too. It was like 55 outside.
Yeah. And another funny story, the same story, Paul, like, was at my house, and this is like when he, like, after my parents have gone to bed, and he just looks at me, and he goes, dude,
No, thanks.
I always sleep with my shirt off. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind it. So he just takes off his shirt and he looks at me. And he just like monkey crawls up to the top of my bunk. And he's struggling to get to the top of my bunk. So I'm laughing my ass off as I see this man literally look like he's attempting to twerk but failing epically as he's trying to find the first, like the very top step. Lays down and he goes, "Why was that so hard?" And I look, and I'm just like, dude, I don't know. Don't look at me. And then he just looks at me, sits up, and in his Irish accent goes, "Look at my titties," and he starts shaking. It was the most awkward experience I've ever had with Paul.
Look at my titties!
That's literally what you did, and you grabbed him and literally shook him like 8 times.
I remember the day. It was one of the days I had to wait for the work or something we were doing that day. No, we were both off. We were going to hang out. I think it was the first session of D&D. And I woke him up, and he's like, "I don't want to," and I'm like, "Good." Up. So he does, and no, instead of getting up, he crawls off his bed onto his stomach and just army crawls from his room to the living room in like 30 seconds, and he's like out of breath. He's like, "That's the fastest I've ever army crawled." No, and the entire time he's just going, Funny.
Dude, I looked and I got a burn on my stomach after that. What? I shot first.
Apparently not!
Anybody else have any? Okay, so like, what about like things that we did when I went over to your house? The only time I went over to Paul's house was we played COD with each other. And I just kept dying. You and I.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the
just
time I
kept
rage
dying
quit Mortal Kombat. Finished. Came over to my house and I hooked up my PlayStation in the living room.
Buddy.
And we were playing Mortal Kombat.
Cody. No, he
having a great
he
time.
got the fucking assassination on me. That was my kill, you dick.
Anyway, we were having a great time, and he starts to piss me off, and I'm playing Scorpion, so I just use Scorpion's teleport move, where you teleport from one side of the map to the other. And I keep hitting him, and I keep hitting him, and he finally just starts button mashing, and I'm still just hitting him. Like, he broke my combo once, and then I got right back into it.
Well, I didn't really rage quit.
And
I almost rage quit, but I ended up like.
He was like, "Dude, I'm going to throw your controller across the room." I'm like, "Do that, you're buying me a new one."
Oh, okay. So I was at Dalton's house one night, and it was me, James, Damien, and Dalton, and we had to go get dressed because we were doing like a swimming thing for the church that we went to at the time. And James had went into the closet, and everybody else were like, "Oh, we're boys. It's fucking whatever." So we start changing. And then Damien gets this bright idea to stick his dick in the doorknob. Like, because there wasn't the doorknob wasn't there. His grandmother had taken off the doorknob. And fucking James, he goes, "Get your dicks out of the fucking doorknob." And Damien sticks his penis in there for the last time. And James, I'm not kidding, sucker punches the shit out of fucking Damien's penis, and he just, BAM! And then you can just see the entire closet just move forward and then stop, and Damien just falls.
Can't remember what route he was doing, but he did something to you and then sat down in your chair. You came up behind him and just as hard as you could brought your fist down on his balls. Like, he went to the ground almost crying because of it.
Never do that again.
Dude, I literally felt them separate. I'm not gonna lie. He looked at me and he goes, "You have just brought upon heaven's wrath on my nutsack."
I don't know where I said that. I couldn't say anything for about half an hour. Just sat there and played Roblox.
Cody literally punched him, and he was like, "Alright, I'm gonna go play Roblox now." So he was playing Roblox, and Rodney was lying on the ground,
You did
almost
that.
dead.
I was on the floor dying. He was on his chair because before that I punched him and put it over.
Oh yeah,
And so
I
he
remember
was
that.
on his bed trying to breathe. I was on the floor dying, and you just sat there playing Roblox laughing at the two of us.
Yeah, I did it because you need me in my balls.
I did.
Oh, there are so many great moments just at Cody's house alone.
It's always my house, bro.
Always. I don't know why. It's always
Fuck you,
this.
Nick.
Lagging.
Yeah, I've been lagging this whole time. You didn't hear me bitching.
Ah! Anything else we got, boys? Because I need to start heading off again soon.
Yeah, I don't know how long we've been recording for. I'd say almost 2 hours. Or an hour. Not 2 hours, Jesus. We're at an hour and 19 minutes. You guys think that's enough for today?
Sure, I don't care.
Yeah.
Man.
Fuck you,
Alright,
Parker.
well.
I was getting Nick.
That's okay. Alright, guys.
Stand
We'll call
down.
it there. Any guys have any last remarks?
Are we all going to bed or what?
No, we'll take a little bit.
Neither am I.
Alright, well, we'll call the podcast there since we've been recording for an hour.
Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Go check us out when we record.
Yep. Cody, is there anywhere
Go check them out.
is there anywhere we can
platforms
find?
they use.
Alright, Paul, again, where do you post your stuff?
Just on Twitch every once in a while. P4LZIVAR.
Parker, do you post anywhere?
I stream on YouTube every once.
Alright, go follow
One
them.
night I pull up my stream and
Alright, go follow them, go subscribe. And you guys have a good day.
Yep, watch us next time.
Yep.